afternoon to all. I am Dilip Mower from PIMC Center. And thank you for being all here. And it gives me an immense pleasure to be here in front of you all to the great personalities like B.I.M. Resort and they are my friends. Least but last but not the least, and they are my dear ones too. Today the topic of my today's presentation is e-learning management system, which is a completely web-based, and I have prepared for this e-educational academy. Now moving on to the next slide, we have got agendas or contents. Under this, we will be discussing first introduction, the next one objective, problem statement, requirements analysis, system design, and final conclusion. Now, moving on to the introduction part. Basically, what is e-learning? E-learning is it's a form of learning process that the study materials are provided or learners get access in the e-learning. And moving on to the next slide, we have got objectives. What are the objectives of this e-learning management system? Basically, there are three objectives. The first one is to provide an online study platform for students or learners. And the next objective is to enable students to study by distance learning. It means that anyone who are far away from these institutions can also get access to these institutions through this website. And the last one is to enable students to know the desired subject, course materials, and interact with them. It means with the help of this e-learning management system or this website, any learners or students can access or enroll the subject materials according to the desire. Now moving on to the next slide, we have got problem statement. The pictures clearly shows that why e-learning is necessary. The left-hand side picture shows the students or the learners are getting lectures from the lecturers by attending in the physical classes. But on the right side, one user or one learners, he or she is accessing the study materials by sitting at the one corner of their room or any building. So this stress that why e-learning is necessary in this modern age or in this 21st century. And the next, for any web development, the basic development process is phases or the basic steps of web development is the first one is strategy. Strategy includes planning or analysis, and the next one is design and specifications. We need to design and the last productions and the desired result. We need to code, we need to estimate it, and we need to find or the expected outcome or the result of this system. And the next one is testing and maintenance. This is one of the very important and it plays a vital role in web development process because without testing and maintenance, a website or any system or the software cannot be effective for the users. And the next one is registrations with ISP. It's optional. If you want to register, if you want to buy the domain, you can just register with ISP and finally launch. And this is the last step of the web development process. And for the development of this system or the software, what requirements analysis should be analyzed by the analyzer or developer. The first one, we have categorized the requirements into functional and non-functional. And the functional requirements, in my or the system which I have prepared or which I have developed will provide a user name and password to access his or her account on the site, and the site will be used by only two different of users like students and admin, and the site will provide course material to the students in electronic form. You should not provide any types of courses or the study materials in the hard copy. It provides course materials in the form of electronic or digital form. And the next one is non-functional requirements. Under non-functional requirements, the application or the system should be able to operate on manager web applications like web browser, Mozilla, Mozilla, and this the application or the system should run on all these type of web browser. And the next one is the system should provide a secure. Secure login to the user's file using advanced secure login algorithms. This is all about the authentications, and it should be available at any time and at anywhere. This is also one of the most important requirement analysis under the web development process. Now moving on to the next slide, we have got system interface. System interface is a whole design or model of a system. As before, I have already told you that the system will only have two different interfaces, like admin and users, the student or the users, and student will have a separate student interface, and admin will have also its own administrator interface and final database. Moving on to the next slide, we have got external interface requirement. For this, we need to have user interface. This will be mobile friendly or user friendly. If the system is not user friendly, then no users or the students can access it easily at anywhere and at any time. And next one is hardware interface. It must also run on the computers or the laptops where a basic or a simple web browser can run. And the next one is software interface. This will be run on the major web browsers too. And the next one is programming languages. What programming languages I have used for this developing this system, e-learning management system? The first one is HTML, and my CSS, JavaScript, and these are used for the front end. And PHP and MySQL, they are used for the back end. And especially MySQL is for database. And the next, I have got the project schedule. How far I have reached my project. Now, through this schedule or through this table, I am going to explain. First, I have the first page of my web development process is planning and analysis, and it has been completed. The next one is resource and data collection. This step or this page has also been completed within 1 week. And design and coding, testing, and maintenance, they are still inactive. It means I am still working in these pages. And finally, report is upcoming. It means I have not submitted the final report to the respective administration. Now, system design. System design it is all about the conceptual model. It's a conceptual model that defines the architectural behaviors of a system or any software. And under this system design, what are the elements or what components are included in this system design? The first one is use case diagram, integrated relationship diagram, sequence diagram, activity diagram, and class diagram. And class diagram is structural, and use case integrated relationship diagram, sequence diagram, and activity, they are behavioral diagrams. Here simply I have given the definitions of use case diagram and ER diagram. What does use case means? Use case means it's a set of it's a link between the actors and their relationship and the use cases. And ER diagram is like a flow chart that illustrates how entities like objects or concepts are interrelated with the system. Or sequence diagram. This it's also one of the sequence diagram is also another form of UML or Unified Modeling Language diagrams, in which it shows that, or this diagram shows that how the messages are delivered sequentially within this system. An activity diagram, it also describes about the flow control of the system or any software. In the class diagram, another class diagram is this diagram consists of classes, interfaces, and their associations within the system. Here I have given the use case diagram. This is the use case diagram for e-learning management system, like your student and admin. Now, admin what? Admin can do. Admin can log in as admin, register student, manage process, and finally manage feedback, manage database, and log out. And student, what student can do in the system? See or he can log in, enroll courses, feedback, or see or he can send the feedback, and finally log out. This is the use case diagram for e-learning management system. And the next one, sequence diagram. How messages or how follow sequentially in the system. Like admin, he or she gets logging into the system and manage courses, and students have to request for the register. The system will not provide any payment restrictions, but students has to contact or has to request for the admin for the registrations, and admin add student, and the system will provide notifications to the admin and provide valid email and password to the student. And finally, the student interface will begin from here. Login as user, student will login as user and enters into the home page and sorts courses and enroll courses, and finally she will send the feedback to the system. And the last one is admin will manage the system as per the feedback given by the student. The overall output, as on just demo here, output like index page, sign up page, login page, home page, and admin dashboard. Now I will move on to the real world. First, this is the index page of my system, e-learning management system, which is made for the educational academy. And here simply users or students can contact us, like given locations, phone number, Gmail too, and admin can log in from here, login as admin. Now in this system, now currently or at present, I am only the admin of this system, so I can get login into the admin panel or admin dashboard. Okay, this is my admin or admin dashboard. And here, what admin can do? You can just manage courses. You can add notes, manage videos. Pre-recorded videos will only be uploaded in the system. And the next one, you can admin can add the other admin to sign up as admin. And the next one, admin can add users. You can add users from there and view users. Who are the users or who are the users of the system? You can also view from here. Here are the 3 users here currently, and you can delete the users as per the requirement. Like suppose I want to view data related. Now, if users or if the admin want to see the password of the users, then you can see here view. Like username Alex, email alex@gmail.com, and password is 123. And the next user is you can admin can also do like name, email, and password 12345. This is all about the admin dashboard. Now, how users can log in into the system? For this, you need, I already told at the beginning, you need to get registered from the admin. Suppose I will show you the demo. Anyone please your demo plans? Who wants to do the demo? Please come and anyone? Please come up. Admin can view the users here. Okay. View users. Okay, yeah. Someone says password. You can see his password. 1, 2, 3. Please do not listen to it. Now, yes, sorry. This is a login page for the users.
1 to 3.
Okay, this is not valid password because he has entered the invalid password. What is one to three? One to three. Okay, this is the home page for the home page of this system, and simply by entering into the home page, our users or the students can see the here, right? If you click here on the home page, there are the courses that this academy will provide, and about academy, there are the team members of this academy, and about short description about the key education academy. And the next courses, these courses I have been into future tasks and feedback. If users want to provide the feedback to, then you can simply type here some of these. Okay. Yes, type the message, sir. Can you upload the video? Now this message needs to be seen by the admin. Now I will show you. Okay, now I will give the comments provided by Mr. Sangam Shrestha. Right, the last one. Sangam Shrestha, go to 91@gmail.com. Sir, can you upload the video? Well, this is my website now. Finally, future tax. What tax I have? What tax I am going to do in the future is because my website has not been completed yet. This is not a complete project. So future tax testing phase, because I need more time in testing phase 2 and maintenance, because within testing and maintenance it comes in a parallel. And the final report. This is they are the future tax of my system, and conclusion basically or overall what is the e-learning management system? It's just a platform provided for the online study with the desired courses where the students and the learners can combine for sharing their knowledge through a structured course-based system. And thank you all. And you are website you have if you click on the www.dilipmogar.com.mp, then you will get this website.